Hi. Good morning. I'm having some coffee out here in my morning garden, and I want to talk to people about some secrets and what happens when you keep them, right? Or what happens when you don't keep them. Okay? That's what I want to talk about today. So, I'm Kirsten Peck. I am an award-winning high school English and social studies teacher, originally living in Tampa, Florida. A few years ago, I realized that I needed to change my life and come live in my dream paradise. So I moved to Puerto Rico. And I'm giving some of this backstory because I don't really like secrets. And part of this is, I'm going to say, secret busting time. So just kind of listen along, and I hope that you will want to talk with me and share maybe some of your secrets, okay? I'm going to start sharing some of mine. And so part of this is about recognizing when you are facing challenges and when you are in difficult situations, how our bodies and our minds have to engage at a higher level. That risk, that fear, that I'm even going to say the baggage of what's happened before, because we carry with us all of our experiences and come into a place that's new and different, and we want to fit in. So we're on edge. It's kind of like when you've if you hurt your arm and your arm hurts. Yes, you still have to go through life, still have to go to work, still have to do everything you have to do, but you know your arm is just killing you. You broke your arm, it's in a cast, it's broken. And that piece of people's strength and people's honor when they are struggling, to be able to say, hey, wait, I'm struggling, I need some help. And to say to yourself, I kind of need some help. I got to go to the doctor. I think I broke my arm. Rather than just going through life with a broken arm because it hurts. And it's complicated. I know it's very complicated. Healthcare in America is kind of messed up. Not everybody has insurance. Not everybody has doctors that they can get to easily. And so, yeah, maybe your arm might be broken, but what are you going to do about it? You don't know what to do about it. So, you make your own sling and you kind of walk around for a while, but your arm hurts. So this is where I think we're at in my assessment of what's going on. Because I was a high school teacher. I was trained in trauma response teaching. What happens? We have hurricanes in Florida, and afterwards, everybody's traumatized. So there's a natural progression of the whole community being wounded. And then how is the whole community going to get out of it? Because the whole community got wounded. There was a hurricane. Houses are gone. So this balance piece of this and this respectful part of it, of coming back to being respectful with ourselves, respecting my best interest, even if it's kind of hard to say, I made a mistake and I'm gonna have to fix it. I had some bad decisions. I shouldn't have done some things, but I did. But the only way to fix it is to admit it and to acknowledge it and to say honestly and respectfully, I made a mistake. I have to fix it, and then go do things to fix it. You can't just ignore it. And to me, this is this really important time for us as people to say, let's check ourselves. Hold on. Because it's not balanced, and we're not all solid, and we're not smooth sailing. It's like this every day. So I created this space for people to come and balance and relax, gather their thoughts, gather your superpowers that lie within us, and work on them, talk about them, make them better, heal them. And I'm using art here as part of that process of how do you get there? What do you do in order to fix something that you can't really touch, and that is not only about you, but it's about all of our friends, all of our neighbors, all of our whole community. And I'm not going to get choked up about this again. Okay. I was in Oslo, Norway a few months ago and went to the Peace Institute at the Nobel Center and got a couple of handbooks, really little books that are so powerful. And I'm doing them. Nobel put together the How to Do It guide, the experts on how to make peace, really. And that's what we're doing. So I'm out here in the garden this morning having some secret time because it needs to be private and it needs to be confidential. These are inner, secret, private things that people are struggling with. Okay. And the first thing is so there's 8 steps, and I'm here doing the 8 steps. We're going to do them every Tuesday night at 7:00 here at Nighttime Politics. I wanted to come out this morning because people really have to get to trust me and know me. And on this channel, I haven't really been on my face because I don't really like being on camera. Truthfully, I don't like it, but I have to do it, and I'm pushing past it. And that's what I want people to know. This is uncomfortable. We have to have difficult conversations, and it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to hurt. But we got to get through this, because doing like this every day is not right. The one that I want to start with is the value clarification, because when we really look at the list of values and we really decide, this is me and I'm not accepting less, then that's what we stand for. That's where we're at. And so on my list here of values, the 2 that I'm going with are respect and truth. Because if we're not being honest with ourselves, it's never going to work. Okay? And that the lying and the fraud and the manipulation of people has to be called out. It has to be recognized. It has to be the truth are the facts that can be proven as true. Facts are facts. It is. This is a book. That is a fact. You can't say it's not a book. It's a book. So stop doing that. That's this piece of, pull back the finger pointing and pull back this who did what to who first. That's got to stop. There's a line in the sand. So I'm here this morning. I'm drawing a line in the sand. It's a truce. Please come talk to me. I want to know how this can be okay. How is this okay? I don't understand. And if you're beginning to see that, you don't understand either, then that's a whole other situation of how do you get out of it? How do you solve the problem? Which I'm here to help you solve the problem. Trust someone to help you solve the problem. So it's, like I said, I'm myth busting secrets. And now I'm working on some videos. We're going to start unpacking this fallout because it's going everywhere. The economy, our safety, the environment, women's rights, humans' rights, education. That's the one that gets me because our kids are the future. So if we're not taking care of our kids, then what's life going to be? And I really need someone to talk about why you think it's okay. I'm asking my MAGA friends Now I'm going to start calling you guys MAGA friends because we have to talk about this. And I'm trying to be respectful. I promise I will not shame you. I will not laugh at you. I'm concerned about you. I'm worried about you because it's kind of like a cheating spouse. I've known that your spouse is running around town. And I'm trying to help you see it. And I know it hurts you to know that because you love him, you married him, but he's running around town. And I don't think you want that. So I'm myth busting. I'm breaking this out and I'm calling it out, and it's on because I can't sit back and ignore it any longer. Follow along. Obviously,